by using substitution method. In substitution method, what you need to do, since we have two equations, equation 1 and 2, any one of them I'll transpose in one single variable. For that, you need to convert the other equation in equivalent to any one variable. Like I'm going to convert equation number 2. My equation number 2 is m minus 6n equals to minus 7. Can I write this equation as m equals to 7 minus 6n, that is plus 6n? Can I convert my equation number 2 as n equals to 7 plus 6n? Look, minus 7 on its place. This is minus 6n. When I'll bring it to the right hand side, it will become plus 6n. So m equals to minus 7 plus 6n, and I can label this equation as equation number 3. Now we have three equations, equation 1, 2 and 3. But since equation number 3 came from equation number 2 itself, so I am not going to consider equation number 2. Is it clear to everybody? In further calculation, I will not consider equation number 2 because equation number 2 is nothing but equation number 3. We just transpose the terms in equation number 2 to the different sides to get the equation number 3. So equation number 2 and equation number 3 are one and same. So I am not considering equation number 2 in further calculations. For our reference or in further calculations, we will consider only in equation number 1 and equation number 3. So what I'll do, I'll substitute value of m as minus 7 plus 6n from equation number 3 to equation number 1. So here you need to write substituting m equals to minus 7 plus 6n in equation number 1. So when you substitute m equals to minus 7 plus 6n in equation number 1, your equation number 1 is 5m. So I'll write 5 m. So instead of m, I can take minus 7 plus 6n. So here we can take minus 7 plus 6n minus 3n equals to 19. Now five will multiply with both the terms in the bracket. So 5 sevens are 35. It is positive 5 and this is negative 5. So positive negative, when you multiply one positive and one negative number, we know it will become negative product. Then positive 5 positive 6n will give you positive product. 5 6 are 30n. Then we have minus 3n equals to 19. Now observe this equation. What you can observe? Previously we had three equations, equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3. Correct? In all three equations we had two variables, mn, mn, mn. But this resulting equation, the new equation which we obtained after substituting value of m from equation number 3 to equation number 1, this is your resulting equation. And if you observe this equation has only one variable, that is n. Correct? Here we have n, here we have n. So this equation can be called equation in one variable. So basically what we did, we just converted the given two linear equations in two variable into single equation in one variable, and now it's very simple to solve any linear equation in one variable. So same procedure we will follow as we solve such questions in 8th standard. Minus 35 here plus 30 minus 3 will give you plus 27n equals to 19. Now 27n on its place, 19 on its place, this plus 35 can be brought to the right hand side and it will become plus 35. So minus 35 from left hand side becomes plus 35 on the right hand side. Now n on its place, this 19 plus 35, 54, and this 27 is multiplying to the right hand side. When I'll bring it to the other side, it will divide. So we have 54 upon 27. Now I can substitute this, I can eliminate 54. I can divide 54 by 27. We know that 27 2s are 54. So n equals to 2. This is value of n. Now we have value of one variable. With the help of this value, we can find out value of other variable by substituting n equals to 2 either in equation number 1, equation 2, or even in equation number 3. So I am going to substitute this n equals to 2 in equation number 3. So substituting n equals to 2 in equation number 3. So when you substitute n equals to 2 in equation number 3, your equation number 3, this is your equation number 3. In equation number 3 we have m equals to minus 7. So m equals to minus 7 plus 6n. 6 into, instead of n I can take 2 because value of n is 2. We just calculated. So instead of n you can write 2. So m equals to minus 7 plus 6 2s are 12. So thereby m will become positive 12 and negative 7 will give me positive 5. So m is 5, n is 2. So you can say, okay, therefore 5 and 2 is the solution of the given equations. So this is your final solution. M2 and M5 and 2 is the solution of the given equations. This is your procedure. I'll solve one more question quickly so that you can better understand. Anybody have any question, query, any doubt, you can ask now. Anybody have? Is there anyone who have not understood? Shall I start? Shall I take new problem? Okay. Okay. Go back to your textbook. Here we have our textbook. It was question number 4 we did right now. This is question number 4 we have done with question number 4. The solution of the question number 4 is 5 and 2. Now we're going to take another problem. Question number 5 we can take. This is your question number 5. Question number 5. Your question number 5. 6 1 we will solve after this. I'll show you how to solve 6 1. First we will start practicing with simple problems. Then we will proceed on sixth question also. Okay, this is question number 5. 5x plus 2y equals to minus 3. This is my equation number 1. And my second equation, x plus 5y equals to positive 4. This is my equation number 2. So these are two equations. We need to solve those two equations by either elimination method or substitution method. Okay, here we have your question number 5. This is your question number 5. We have two equations. Is it visible to everybody? Okay, fine. 5x plus 2y equals to minus 3 is equation number 1. X plus 5y equals to 4 is my equation number 2. I am going to solve those two equations by substitution method again. What I'll do, I'll equate my equation number 2 in terms of x. Suppose equation number 2 says x plus 5y equals to 4. So can I write it as x equals to 4 minus 5y? Can I do that? Yes. This is yes. Equation number 2. This is my equation number 2. X plus 5y equals to 4. Keeping x on its place, 4 on its place, this positive 5y can be transposed to the right hand side. It will become negative 5y, and this new equation can be considered as equation number 3. Now we have equation 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, we will not consider equation number 2. Anybody can tell me why we are not considering equation number 2 in further calculations? Yes? I am not going to consider equation number 2 in further calculations. In further calculations, I will consider only equation number 1 and equation number 3. Why so? Does anyone have any idea? We just discussed in previous question. Hurry up. Anybody? Class? No one. Again, look, equation number 2 and equation number 3, both are one and same. We transpose equation number 2 as equation number 3. So, in that case, equation number 2 and equation number 3 are one and same. So, there will be no point taking same equation. At the same time, if you substitute any value from equation number 3 to equation number 4, you won't get anything, because both the equations are same. Everything will become 0. Both the sides will become 0 because both are same equations. So in that case, I will consider only equation 1 and equation number 3. So what I will do, I will substitute value of x as 4 minus 5y from equation number 3 to equation number 1. So here I will write substituting x equals to 4 minus 5y in equation number 1. So when you substitute x equals to 4 minus 5y in equation 1, your new resulting equation would be, this is your equation 1, we have 5 into x. So instead of x, I can write 4 minus 5y. So 4 minus 5y plus 2y equals to minus 3. So your equation number 1 will look like this. I can multiply 5 with both the terms within the bracket, that is 4 and minus 5y. So here you will get 5 4s are 20 minus 5 5s are 25y plus 2y equals to minus 3. Now here we have a resulting equation after substituting value of x from equation number 3 to equation number 1, and in this resulting equation we have only one variable. Previously we had three equations, equation 1, 2 and 3, but in all three equations you had two variables. In this equation we had x and y, here we have x and y, here we have x and y, but in this resulting equation you have only one variable, that is y. So this equation can call equation in one variable. Now we will follow the procedure to solve equation in one variable. To solve this equation, minus negative 25 and positive 2 y will become plus minus minus. So we need to subtract 2 from 25. So you will get 23 y. We will take sign of greater number since 25 is greater and it is negative. So your resulting number would be negative. Minus 3 on its place. So this positive 20 can be transposed to the right hand side, will become negative 20. Here we have minus 23y, and here negative 3, negative 20 will give you negative 23. Now, so therefore, keeping y on its place, negative 23 on its place, this negative 23 is multiplying with y. When I'll transpose and when I'll bring it to the right hand side, it will divide. So you can write this minus 23 in the denominator. So this way y equals to 1. Negative 23, negative 23 will eliminate. Value of y is 1. Now I can substitute y1 in either equation number 1, 2 or even in 3 to get the value of x. So I am going to substitute y1 in equation number 3. So my equation 3 is x equals to 4 minus 5y. Y is 1. So I'll write 1 on the place of y. This is y in equation number 3 and this is value of y after calculation. So I can substitute this 1 on the place of y in equation number 3. So your equation number 3 will look like this. X equals to 4 minus 5 into 1. 1 on the place of y. So this way x equals to 4 minus 5 ones are 5. So you can say x equals to minus 1. This is your final answer. X minus 1, y equals to 1. X minus 1, y positive 1. So solution in this question, positive 1, negative 1, x is negative, y is positive. Negative 1 and positive 1, that is minus 1 and plus 1 is the solution of the given equations. Hope you have understood this method, that is substitution method, to solve linear equations in two variables. If you have any question, any query, any doubt, you can ask now. Anybody have any doubt? We can move on next question. No? Okay. I'll move on another question. Okay. So we solve question number 4. This is your question number 4. This is your question number 5. Now we're going to take another question. Somebody asked me to solve question number 6, so I'll take question number 6. Now your question number 6. This is your question number 6. Correct? We will solve this question number 6. Your question number 6 is 1 upon 3x. Do not write anything on the screen, please. 1 upon 3x plus y equals to 10 by 3. This is my equation number 1. And my next equation is 2x plus one by 4 into y equals to 11 upon 4. This is my equation number 2. Now we have two equations and we need to solve those two equations. In both are linear equations. Okay. Here we have question number 6. 1 by 3x plus y equals to 10 upon 3. This is equation 1. 2x plus 1 by 4 y equals to 11 by 4. This is equation number 2. Now, first we will simplify those two equations. Anybody can tell me what is troubling in those two equations? What is different as compared to previous questions? Okay, so basically your difficulty or your problem is denominators, right? In equation number 1 you have two denominators, one with x, one with coefficient 10, that is 1 by 3, 10 by 3, correct now? That is your problem. So how we can overcome this problem? So in order to simplify these two equations, what we can do, we can simply multiply equation number 1 by 3. So if you multiply equation 1 by 3, look, this is my equation number 1. If I'll multiply this equation by 3, 3, 3, 3. I'm multiplying 3 with all three terms. We had three terms in equation number 1. So I'm multiplying 3 with first term, I'm multiplying 3 with second term, I'm multiplying 3 with third term. So when you multiply, this 3 and 3 will cancel. This 3 and 3 will cancel. Your new resulting equation would be 1 into x, that is x, plus 3 into y, 3y, equals to, since 3 get cancelled, so what is left? Only 10. This is my equation number 3. Understood? Have you understood this? X plus 3y equals to 10. We convert equation 1 as equation number 3 by multiplying equation 1 by 3. So I multiplied 3 in with each and every term of equation number 1. Same way you can multiply 4 in equation number 2. So when you multiply 4 in equation number 2, 4 2s are 8 x plus when you multiply 4 here, 4 will cancel, 1 into y will remain as 1y. When you multiply 4 with this term, 11 upon 4 will multiply it with 4, 4 will get cancelled, you will left with 11. This is my equation number 4. Now this equation 4 came from equation number 2. Sorry. Now we have two more equations, equation 3 and 4. But equation 3 came from equation number 1 itself, and equation 2 came from equation 4 came from equation number 2 itself. So we will not consider equation 1 and 2. Instead of equation 1 and 2, you can make your calculation on equation number 3 and 4, because 3 and 4 came from equation number 1 and 2 itself. So in further calculations, we can consider equation number 3 and 4. You have freedom to use either elimination method or substitution method to solve these two equations to get the value of x and y. So as we did, we solved previous question, same procedure you can follow to solve these two equations to get the value of x and y. This time I am going to transpose equation number 3 in terms of x. So when I'm keeping x on its place, 10 on its place, this positive 3y will become negative 3y. This is my equation number 5. Now this equation number 5 came from equation number 3 itself. So I am not going to consider equation number 3. In further calculations, I will consider only equation number 4 and 5, because 5 came from equation 3 itself. Now I can substitute x equals to 10 minus 3y in equation number 4. So when you substitute x equals to 10 minus 3y in equation number 4, your new resulting equation would be 8 into x. So instead of this x, I can write 10 minus 3y. So 10 minus 3y. Then we have y plus y equals to 11. 8 into 10, 80, minus 8 3 is a 24, y plus y equals to 11. This new resulting equation now in one variable, so minus 24y plus y will give you negative 23y equals to 11 on its place. This 80 will become minus 80. So negative 23y equals to 11 minus 80. So you need to subtract 11 from 80. We 69. Since 80 is negative number, so this 69 will be negative. Now y equals to negative 69 upon negative 23. What about y? How many times of 23 will give you 69? 3 times of 23? 3 times. So y equals to 3. This is value of y. Same procedure. You have lot of options in this case to get the value of x. We have y. You can substitute y equals to 3 in either equation number 3, 4, 5. Or even you can substitute y equals to 3 in equation number 1 as well as 2. But it is easy to substitute y equals to 3 in equation number 5. It will be more convenient to get the value of x after substituting y equals to 3 in equation number 5. Or you can substitute anywhere value of y to get the value of x. But the most convenient equation is equation number 5, where the chances to make mistake is less. So I am going to substitute y equals to 3 in equation number 5. This is your equation number 5. So your equation number 5 says x equals to 10 minus 3y. So x equals to 10 minus 3y. So I'll take 3. Instead of y, I'll take 3. Because y is 3. In equation number 5, we have 3y. So on the place of y, you need to substitute value of y. And value of y we just calculated as 3. So here I'll take 3. So this way x can become 10 minus 3 3s are 9. So what about x? 10 minus 9 how much? 1. Very good. Here we have solution of both the equations x1 y3. So your solution of the equation is 1 and 3 is the solution of the given equations. Understood? So what was new in this question? If you compare solutions of previous two questions and the solution required to get the answer for these two equations, what differences you have found? What was your difficulty? What is your learning? Any response from the class? No? Denominator. So basically, in this question, the given equations were in complex form. So what you did, you use simple mathematical operations to make them simple equation, convert them into simple linear equation into variable. So what we did, first we multiplied 3 in equation number 1 to get the equation number 3. Then we multiplied 4 in equation number 2 to get the equation number 4. So equation 3 and 4 came from equation number 1 and 2 itself. So what we did, we transpose equation number 3 in terms of x. So we are not taking equation 3 because equation 3 and equation number 5 are one and same. In further calculation, we consider only two equations, that is equation number 4 and equation number 5. What we did, we substituted value of x as 10 minus 3y from equation number 5 to equation number 4. After substituting, we get one more equation, this one 80 minus 24y plus y equals to 11. It is now equation in one variable. We solve that equation to get the value of y. So we get y as 3, and after substituting y3 in equation number 5, we get value of x also. Now your homework for today. Today we solve 3 questions by using substitution method, right? Yes or no? Equation 4, 5 and 6 we did. Here we have equation number 1, 2, 3. You need to solve equation number. Just take down this equation number 1, 2 and equation number 3. These 3 questions are homework. You will solve question number 1, question number 2, question number 3.